Welcome back, guys. Today we are doing the weekend long run Sunday edition. So yesterday I was up in Massachusetts for my best friend's grad school graduation. So he graduated from Elms College with his Master's of Arts in teaching. So he's been a special education teacher for the past 25, 7 or 8 years now, and he's been doing his master's part-time for the past 6. So that was a big deal for him, and it was a big deal for me to go up there and show him some love and support. So I was up there all day, got home around 5:30. Didn't have time, or quite frankly the energy, to go out and do 20 plus miles. So I moved Sunday's run to yesterday, did 3 loops totaling 10.8 miles, and moved Saturday's long run to today. So we got what's become the normal 6 loops totaling 21.6 miles. But I'm doing it a little bit differently today. Today what I'm doing is chunks of 3 loops. So 2 10.8 mile sections or chunks, and I'm shortening up the rest period between the two, and seeing how well I tolerate that. A little bit more consistent movement of the legs, as well as realistically 10.8. I can solidly hold that distance on the amount of water and nutrition that I have on hand at the moment. Realistically could extend that out, but this is kind of what we're doing. So I just completed loop 1 of the first 3. Four and a quarter miles in. Feeling good, fresh still, realistically. But the big event on the day, or the big news, I should say, we got some new kicks. Check these puppies out. I'll do a still frame or a non-moving visualization later. So these are the Ultra Experience Wilds. I've previously loved ultras. I used to train solely in ultras, namely the Ultra Superior, which is their lowest profile 0 drop shoe. However, when I had done my first 24-hour event, what I found was after about 50K or so, my Achilles started to flare up a little bit because of the nature of 0 drop and the way mechanically structures get stressed, strained, and loaded while running. I dropped Waylon, but he's still here. There he is. Hey, buddy. We'll see how far he comes with me. He often gets bored after a little bit, but he's at least in on 2, which will be good. But first impressions, I like the shoes. In classic form, I missed out on some content. I didn't do an unboxing, but I got some more gear coming later this week that I will do some unboxing content for. So stay tuned for that. But I'll leave it here for now. I'm gonna get going on the rest of this lap. I'll touch base once I finish. And loop 2 done. Like, still feeling good. Stomach's holding up. Hydration is good. A little bit of muckiness here. Getting the new kicks dirty. Yeah. First impressions. I'm a fan. It's nice moving back to a shoe with a roomier toe box. You can really feel the difference. And on like uneven foot strikes, I can feel my toes and my forefoot sort of accommodating or gripping for that ground, and it just feels more secure, more stable. As a result, the feet will unfortunately feel more fatigue than with like a normal trainer, because the intrinsics, the small muscles of the feet, are working harder as opposed to more of a traditional trainer, narrower toe box, almost like if you were to be in a brace or a cast and muscle activity is just decreased. So something to be wary of with longer miles. So we'll see how the feet hold up towards the end of today's run. I am going to try to do the full run in these. Originally I was just going to do the first half, but figure what the hell. Some G1M Sport. We got fruit punch in here. I'm not gonna lie, not my favorite flavor. When they had their flash sale several weeks back and I stocked up on each flavor, I was hesitant on getting the fruit punch because I'm not a big fruit punch guy. So this isn't a shot at BPN. This is just personal preference. I remain a non-fruit punch guy. What I will say surprised me was the orange flavor. That thing is money. That might be my new favorite. But yeah, third lap. After this one, we'll take our little break. I'll stock back up on nutrition and hydration, stretch out a little bit, catch up on some film with you guys, and we'll carry on for the second half. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, well, a little rest period took a bit longer than I would have wanted it. Had to help Dan load up some of the debris, vines and stuff like that we ripped off of some bushes yesterday, because we have people coming over from their volleyball league, beach volleyball league, today for like a cookout picnic thing. So we're just doing some cleanup. But halfway point, technically a little over now. Legs stiffened up a touch during that little hold off period, but we're stocked up. Got some nutrition, got some hydration. Out on lap 4. Getting ready to get after it. Feeling good. Nice to get moving again. Waylon joined me again. He bailed on the last loop, but seemed excited enough to join in today. All right, I'm gonna get going on this lap. I'll check back in with you guys after. 4 loops down, 2 to go. A little bit into the 5th one now, probably about a quarter mile. I like this 3 and 3 setup. For whatever reason, 2 3-loop sections sounds and feels shorter than 3 2-loop sections. I think it's the non-moving part that gets me. Because now, after having a loop under my belt, following that little rest break, albeit it was an active rest break, the legs are feeling better, not as stiff. Fatigued, but not bad. Getting windy out, and although the forecast says no rain, there's some mean looking clouds out there, and the weather doesn't always watch the forecast.
9:43.
I feel like every single clip I've filmed today captures that mile split auto lap. Kind of funny. Through that muddy section. Gotta walk through bits of this. Not the most graceful leaps. But yeah, we're on lap 5. One more after this. Then we'll do a post-run review. Give you my take on the sneaks. Then run home quick, shower, gotta stretch. probably eat something, and then bring a couple things back over for the cookout. And what should be a fun afternoon / evening. What I'll do is I will mow the lawn tomorrow, since Mondays are running off days. I love this part. This is my favorite section. I wish the whole loop looked like this. It's like a nice pinewood forest area. A lot of ferns on either side. Really pretty. Favorite part of the loop. Catch you guys after this one. All right, run is done. 21.7 miles in 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 39 seconds at a 9:56 pace. Averaged 131 beats per minute, maxed out at 152. Just under 1,800 feet of elevation gain and descent. Nice. That's all the important stuff. Felt good. Felt pretty darn good, actually. The last lap felt like it was the last lap. Legs were tired. Right hip was a bit stiff. Both Achilles held up well, but the feet, like I was talking about earlier. Sorry, just untying the shoes here. Like I was talking about earlier on the run, because the toe box is bigger and my feet could splay and sort of move with the terrain on strike and impact, the feet worked harder, and it's noticeable. But I did all the miles in the new pair of shoes. Here they are. These are the Ultra Experience Wild. Nice big toe box there, nice and wide. Flat lacing system. Decent sized lugs. I think they're 4 millimeters. Max track outsole. And a 4 millimeter heel toe drop, as opposed to Ultra's signature 0 millimeter heel toe drop. Right now, I got to get a move on. I got to get home. I got to shower. I got to stretch out. I got to eat something. I'll probably just slam down a protein shake, if I'm being honest. And then I got to get back here with the propane tank and a couple other things. I think it looks like Waylon might be coming with me, so he and I are going to boogie out, head back home, and get going on that. I'm just going to top off water. Really craving just regular water, but all in all, happy with the shoes. They held up well on the first run. 21-mile christening, they did well. I think just the feet need to get used to running. It's one thing to walk or stand in them all day, which is what I do. I predominantly wear a minimalist shoe at work. But to run in them, we're talking exponential increase in loading. So yeah, just a conditioning thing. They likely won't be race day shoes, more of a training pair, but I liked them. I liked them a lot. It's nice to get back into a wider toe box shoe. Yeah, that sums up the run. I'll get some content later today as well at the cookout, but I got to get a move on. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. So not much for footage from volleyball / the cookout, because it is like 40 degrees and windy. Strong winds coming off. That was rough. That felt like our wedding. Holy smokes. We had the coldest June wedding, I think, in the history of June weddings. But yeah, short-lived event, like 2 hours, and we are done. So, is what it is. Nice group of people. I think they're gonna have fun playing volleyball with them. I'm kind of bummed that I don't get to play Tuesday nights. That's my late shift at work. Is what it is. Further incentive to keep driving forward with Endure PT, which I need to do some focused development work on that and start driving up some more business. But that's the day. Heading back home now. Gonna hunker in for the night. Hydrate up. I'm stuffed. I ate a lot in a short period of time. Finish up some laundry. Probably read. And go to bed early because I'm tired. I did not sleep well last night. Did not sleep well the night before. And we're back on the grind. This coming week is going to be a big week. This coming week is going to be up into the upper 60s mileage-wise. Possibly even touching into the 70s. We'll see. And it's last full week of work leading into Memorial Day weekend, where we're gonna have the big chicken coop rebuild project. We got Casey's mom and stepdad coming down to stay with us for the weekend, help us out a bit with that project. And then we got the Monday off with the holiday. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday drive up to New Hampshire for a Con Ed course, which I will document actually, because that'll be fun. And then taper, because the following Friday I got the Cut 112. So that's going to be a wrap for this week's video. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!